The general opinion right now thinks that if you're not rich by 25, you are behind. And I feel like with this generation, it's kind of gotten a bit worse. You've probably seen it all with the maxing sort of stuff, looks maxing, money maxing, and it originally was just a joke. But it kind of turned into something a bit more real, where nowadays people in our generation feel like you need to optimize every single part of your life all the time. Which is fine, but the problem is it makes everyone else feel like they're falling behind even when they're not. And I think that's the part that people don't really talk about. Because for context, I'm 22, and although nowadays I'm considered unk, there is genuinely a lot of time. But even though I know that there are people younger than me that already feel behind, that just doesn't make sense to me. Like realistically, most of us in our generation don't really know what we want yet. We see it all the time. People are switching majors, switching careers, trying different things, figuring themselves out. But at the same time, people are pressured to figure out exactly what they want to do after high school and just go to a good college and graduate. And I feel like that pressure kind of messes with us in a way, because you end up chasing things you don't even fully want yet, just because you feel like you're supposed to. And I've been thinking about that a lot recently, because I think the biggest thing Gen Z currently has is just time. Time is our biggest advantage, and we underestimate that so much. This year, I maxed out my Roth IRA for the first time. And if you don't know what that is, I'll probably make a video about that because I'm super into finances, but it's pretty much just a retirement account where your money can grow tax-free. But honestly, the account itself isn't the crazy part. It's the time behind it. Like the whole concept of a Roth IRA is the earlier you start, the more it works for you. And even if you haven't started, just starting at all is kind of the important part, but that's all for another video. But going through that same concept, that's when it kind of hit me that we actually have so much room to mess up. If you wanted to invest right now, I guarantee you losing 5% of whatever you have is a lot better than losing 5% of whatever you have 5 years from now. When you have stuff situated and as you continue to grow and hopefully lead to a better life, you'd have more resources, and losing 5% then would mean a lot more than the 5% that you can lose now. Especially when you're probably making less money now than you are going to be making in the future. We in general can try something. We can fail, restart, and switch paths and still be completely fine. Disclaimer, that just means like you'd be ready and hopefully you aren't putting everything on the line. But when you use time to try and build things, not everything isn't all in. You'd actually learn and grow. Sometimes you don't even have to commit much except just time. Adding on to that, we rarely get taught anything valuable in school when it comes to being an adult or just trying to be better. There are genuinely so many resources out there that can build something for yourself career-wise and even just financially as well. And yeah, I know how it sounds because all we hear right now is bad news. Housing market in crisis. It's actually better to just not buy a house in this moment. If you're on this video, you've probably watched those type of videos talking about that all the time. The war going on at the moment, and just the noise is very loud right now. People always saying we're cooked. Everything is too expensive. The economy is messed up, and I'm not ignoring all of that. That stuff is real. But at the same time, I'd want to do anything in my power to try and fight or make it significantly better. I want to focus on what I can actually control, working on myself, learning my finances, learning resources to fight over the rising economy over time, and trying to build something like even this channel, even if it's small. And yeah, honestly, that might come from a place of privilege, and I was blessed that even after growing up without a house until my sophomore year of high school, that during those struggles, we are now financially stable, even if it's still the low end of stuff. And I know not everyone is in the same situation, and I'm not gonna sit here like I know everything. But the one thing that I can say and guarantee is that starting matters. Because right now, with everything online, everything being so accessible, you can literally learn anything, and that's something we kind of take for granted. Alright, but enough with the serious doom yap. I honestly think this is one of the best times to learn and start even if you're dead broke. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to be making crazy money. You just need to start caring about it. For me personally, I didn't even start that long ago. I mentioned taking my finances seriously around November, which is only around like what, 4 to 5 months ago. But I took the step and I started, and it's growing, doing low risk investments and just trying to be educated about what's going on. I'm currently up around $400, which again isn't life-changing money, but it proves the point that starting early does really mean something. Like I said, if you guys are fully interested, I can make a whole video about that. But honestly, more than anything, consistency is truly what matters the most, even with all the time in the world and even with all the motivation in the world. And that's just not even with money. Consistency applies to honestly everything. Going to the gym, studying for classes, trying to be better at a game you're currently playing, shout out Marvel Rivals, learning a language as well. Literally anything you want to improve at all, it's all dominated by consistency. And to be real, I'm not perfect at that at all. I've been inconsistent with uploading. My first video was around months ago. I got sick around the time I uploaded my first video, and that completely threw me off. And honestly, it was way harder than I expected to just get back into that rhythm. So that's something I'm still working on to this day, and we can yap about that for another time. But overall, this channel isn't really about being perfect or acting like I know everything. It's more like figuring things out in real time. I'm still learning, still making mistakes, and still working towards my ultimate goal of financial freedom. And maybe that's not your goal, but I'm just like everyone else working towards a goal. If you're someone who's trying to do the same, trying to be better, trying to think long term, then you're the exact type of person I'm making these videos for. So if you're watching this video and you feel behind, I genuinely don't think you are. I think you're just early in a stage where everything feels super uncertain. If you like transparency, honest conversations, and just talking things out, you'll probably fit in here really well. I'm currently building a Discord to start a community around this, just a place for like-minded people to talk, share experiences, and help each other think through things. Or if you have anything else you want to talk to me about, let me know. No pressure. It's not for everyone. If you're interested though, link is in the description. And for now, thank you guys so much for watching. And here's to a 2026 of consistency and hopefully using the advantage of time that we all have. See you guys all later.